Have you ever stopped to think that Bluey has already given us the biggest clue about her future?
Oh no.
For years, we've seen Bluey growing up, learning from Bandit, and overcoming those small and big challenges of being a child. But who does Bluey marry? And more importantly, who is the father of that mysterious pup who appears at the end? The Australian cartoon is a master at making us break our heads. And because of a small flash forward, the entire internet split into 3 big teams: the French Crush team, the Best Friend team, and the Tragedy team. Everything starts in the episode's surprise, which serves as the end of the 3rd season. The scene is quick, it lasts a few seconds, but it is a tsunami of information about the show's mysterious future. We see Bandit and Chili much older, and Chili says that Bingo is in the back. The focus, however, is on adult Bluey, who suddenly appears to visit her parents. Right after she enters, Bandit goes to close the door and we see a pup. This pup is our only clue. He is blue, but a blue much darker than Bluey's. And he is repeating a game that Bluey herself used to do with Bandit when she was a child, launching a little ball with the help of a tennis launcher. The first question that comes into everyone's head is, whose pup is this? Today, we are going to unravel all the secrets behind this mysterious pup. We are going to analyze each candidate, each clue hidden in the episodes, and in the end, we are going to show you a truth that the show's own creator, Joe Brumm, has already dropped. So, get ready because another zigzag is starting. Most people assume that because we see the pup right after Bluey arrives, he is her son. But some more detailed fans have a different theory. What if he is Bingo's son? The idea that the pup belongs to Bingo is one of the first to appear, but it is quickly discarded by those who understand Bluey genetics. We know that the pups in the cartoon get the colors of the parents in a very specific way. Bluey has the color tone of her father, Bandit, blue, and Bingo has the color of her mother, Chili, caramel. The mysterious pup is dark blue. If he were Bingo's son, he would have to have the colors of the father or the colors of Bingo. The fact that he is predominantly blue and of a tone very close to Bluey's, only darker, leads the fans to conclude firmly, the pup is, yes, Bluey's. However, this analysis only brings another even bigger question. If the pup is dark blue, who is his father? The father has to be of some breed or color that, when mixed with Bluey's blue, turns into this almost black tone. And that is where the 2 most popular candidates come in. The first candidate, and maybe the most romantic, is Jean-Luc. Do you remember him? Jean-Luc is a Labrador pup. He appears in the episode Camping and immediately creates a deep connection with Bluey. He is from a part of Canada that speaks French, and Bluey does not speak that language. They could not understand each other with the words. But, as in every good Bluey story, they used the play to communicate. They spent days building a fort in the forest and making plans to capture a wild boar, which obviously ended up being Bandit. At the end of the episode, Jean-Luc needs to go away. He is only visiting Australia. Bluey does not understand the farewell, and Jean-Luc does not know how to explain. They share a goodbye hug. Later, Bluey realizes that he went away and becomes sad. Chili explains to Bluey that sometimes special people stay in our life only for a small period of time. But the big clue is not the hug, which was already cute, but the ending of the episode. Bluey and Jean-Luc plant a seed together, near their tent. At the end of the episode, we see the teenage Bluey sitting under a huge tree that grew from that seed. And who appears? Jean-Luc himself, now older and speaking English. And he says her name, showing that he never forgot her. If you look at Jean-Luc, his color is a blue much darker than Bluey's. The mysterious pup is the perfect mix between the blue of Bluey and the dark blue of Jean-Luc. For some fans of romance, the proof that Jean-Luc came back for Bluey is the most beautiful theory and the one that makes the most sense. In the next topic, we are going to talk about the other favorite of the fans for the possible husband of Bluey, Mackenzie. Type hashtag Jean-Luc or hashtag Mackenzie and tell us who you like more. The second candidate, and the one most present in Bluey's life, is Mackenzie. Mackenzie is a border collie and is one of Bluey's closest friends. The connection between them is not a dramatic romance like Jean-Luc's, but rather a deep friendship that evolves and remains constant based on natural chemistry. Mackenzie is seen in several episodes, always showing a natural chemistry with Bluey. The big clue for Mackenzie's supporters is in the physical details of the mysterious future pup, more than in the color. One of the ears of this future pup is droopier or folded, just like his possible father, meaning this physical detail would be a clear inheritance from Mackenzie. Many people argue that the dark blue pup does not match Jean-Luc, but rather Mackenzie. How so? Mackenzie is black and white. Fans say that the mix of Bluey's blue with Mackenzie's black would create a very dark blue tone, like the midnight blue we see in the pup. It would be like mixing blue paint with a little black paint to darken the tone. Mackenzie has always been there, and the natural coexistence of the two at school and in their games makes him a super strong candidate, maybe even more likely than Jean-Luc. After all, how many times does the summer crush really come back and become the husband? This theory is heavier and takes into account the maturity that the series has in dealing with difficult themes, as has already happened in other episodes. What draws attention in the future scene in Surprise is the total absence of Bluey's husband. Where is the father? Fans created some more adult theories to explain this, following Bluey's tradition of portraying real life. Bluey may have separated from her husband, and the marriage did not work out. She would be visiting her parents to seek support or to let the pup play with the grandparents. In a tragic twist, the father may have become a star. His absence would be permanent, and Bluey would be a single mom. The series has already addressed loss and grief in a sensitive way before, so this wouldn't be impossible, but it would be very heavy for a season finale. He may be working or with his family. In the real world, a father does not need to be on every visit. In any case, the absence of a father in the future scene raises the flag that Bluey could be raising the pup alone. It is a touch of reality that the series would not be afraid to show. Lastly, the theory that tries to end all the others. What if the pup is not real? Some fans say that the pup and the adult Bluey are only a metaphor for the end of childhood. The pup represents Bluey as a child, who is there to give one last goodbye. The adult Bluey represents her growth. The whole scene is only a poetic way of telling the audience that the journey of child Bluey is over, and that she has grown up, closing the show's cycle. In this interpretation, there is no husband, there is no mystery. The scene is only a farewell gift for the fans. And do you know what would be a great gift from you to us? If you subscribe to our channel, just click the button. We can spend hours discussing the color of the puppy's fur, Mackenzie's droopy ear, or Jean-Luc's strength of destiny. But the truth is that the creator of Bluey, Joe Brum, has already talked about this. He confirmed in interviews that the fans' theories were so strong that he decided to play a little with us. Brum said that at the moment of creating the design of the puppy from the future, he asked the animators to make a perfect mix of the three characters: Bluey, Jean-Luc, and Mackenzie. That's right. The dark blue color is a mix of Bluey's blue with the black and the dark blue of the candidates. The slightly droopy ear is a subtle inheritance from Mackenzie. He wanted the puppy to look a little like all the possible husbands, so that the mystery would never be totally solved, and so that the fans could continue betting on their favorite candidate. What we know is that the creator of our favorite cartoon made a point of keeping us stuck to this mystery forever, and that, by itself, is already a great game. But then, who do you think is Bluey's husband?